Hi there, my name is Anna Dolopo. I'm board certified acupuncturist and I'm also a licensed acupuncturist. I just taught an amazing class with the Academy of Acupuncture, which is called the Business Acumen of Successful Acupuncturists. And I wanted to share my gratitude to the Academy of Acupuncture as well as to the great turnout of students, of doctors of acupuncture, Eastern medicine, here in the States and around the world. Thank you for being with us. It's been a pleasure to have taught in March and today. And the rest of the year, I'm just going to be focusing here on my practice, doing the work, putting in the legwork to heal the patients here in Orange County and surrounding counties here in Southern California. The next class or classes will be at the Academy of Acupuncture again in 2023. The reason I'm making this video is because I just wanted to share just some of the things that we were able to produce in 4 hours with the Academy of Acupuncture. We talked about how to convey, well, first of all, we did a lot of personal development talk and how we feel about our practices. That's very important because unless you have the correct mindset, whatever you want to do in your practice is not going to transform. It's not going to become reality. You got to know what you want from your practice. We talked about how do we approach autoimmune issues, anxiety, insomnia, cancer support, endocrine, diabetes issues, fertility, natural IUI, IVF, headaches, migraines, hypertension, pain, tremors, and vertigo. Now, having to condense 23 years of actual practice of Chinese medicine, never quitting, into 4 hours is quite a challenge. So I wanted to make sure that it was simplified. It's information that can be used tomorrow. And I wanted to make sure that I made this very clear. This $200 that everyone spent for 4 CEUs and 4 PDAs required for your license to be in effect and stay active in the United States and wherever it is you are in the world. I wanted to make sure this $200 that they invested, that these students, these doctors invested, will convert to 200,000, at least 2,000, if not 20,000, or if possible, 200,000 to 2 million in the next 1 to 10 years, depending on how we, myself included, use the material to become very effective in our practices. Because whether you take insurance or if it's just straight cash, credit card, out of pocket, in order to be successful, you have to be effective. So I always lead people to my website, elementsinharmonyacupuncture.com. As for being an instructor with the Academy of Acupuncture, I ask students, acupuncturists, to go to successfulacupuncturist.com. It is important that people know that I can provide results. I wanted to make sure that everyone really felt the reason why they're taking this class, and if my message is in alignment with what they want to accomplish in their practice. So that was part of the training. So I just want to thank everyone for being in the class. I want to thank you for your dynamic energy. I want to thank you for training with the Academy of Acupuncture. All of us have to do, here in California, we have to do 50 CEUs every 2 years. So you want to train with people who are knowledgeable. I am grateful to be able to provide 4 CEUs, 4 PDAs, specifically for the business acumen of successful acupuncturists. Because we can take all this medical knowledge of Eastern medicine, but unless you know how to appropriately convey clear expectations to your patients and clients, you're sitting on a gold mine. You're sitting on information that's not being utilized. And it wasn't until I met Dr. Tan in 2006, 7 years of having trained and practice, 7 years of being a professional acupuncturist, and then finally being able to know in March 6, 2006, oh, this is how you use some information. That's when magic started happening. You guys look at me, and now I think I look healthy. I think I still look very young. I'm 48 years old, 48 years young. And but many people don't know what I used to look like before I started studying Chinese medicine when I was 20. So 28 years ago, from 1994 to 1996, I lost 48 pounds with the powers of Chinese medicine. I got more energy. My bowel movements weren't just once a week. My menstrual health is perfect. That's how I was able to conceive naturally. And I had my babies at 30, 36, and 43. Um, Depression, anxiety, significantly improved, if not all gone. I do tell people that I graduated from those mental health issues with the powers of Chinese medicine. I've never said this before, but before I was 20, I had precancerous cells that were taken very seriously by the doctors, and I didn't have insurance. And I just told my mom the story right in at the end of March. She said, "You never told me the story." I wanted to see what acupuncture and Chinese medicine can do, and I've had a clear pap smear since then, and I really believe it has a lot to do with the powers of Chinese medicine. So I'm not making any claims regarding that for anyone else. I'm saying this for myself only, that I've had a perfect bill of health, and it's gotten better and better and better. My memory's better. My health is better. I do help people here with cancer support. If they're going through oncology treatments, chemotherapy, radiation, and stuff like that. I'm just sharing what my experience was. I do want to share that we did a lot of work in regards to, we talked a lot about how we behave in our practice and how our mindset is and how we reach out to patients. And I'll be sending more information in the next week with these people. I want to make sure that these students, these doctors who worked with me today have a solid base of knowledge on how to, what books to read, how to use their notes, how to go further in their practice so that this information is utilized. It's not just knowledge is power. Knowledge used is power. So anyways, if you want to check out my work, you can go to Elements in Harmony, acupuncture.com. That's my work with my patients. And I'm very proud of my work with my patients. And for those of you who want to know how I help acupuncturists, you might want to go to successfulacupuncturist.com. Quite a few pages are open to the public. There are some pages that require passwords, and those were specifically for people who've trained with me. So we keep those pages private. We keep the knowledge, the integrity of the knowledge private because they invested time with me. Just giving you a heads up. You can train with me. You can contact me. Telegram me at 1-619-341-4341. Until I teach again in 2023 with the Academy of Acupuncture, I wish you all the best. I wish you to plan your work, prosper, and do a lot of focus. Just focus. You get what you think about most of the time. So if what you want is to prosper from your practice, we got to focus. So here's to me focusing over the next year to achieve my goals. And I will be Dr. Anna Navita Dolopo with my doctorate of acupuncture and Chinese medicine at the end of June. So I'm grateful to be finishing my doctorate very soon. And thank you for being along the ride with me. And something I'd like to share from Jim Rohn that I learned today is, do not walk ahead of me. I may not follow. Do not walk behind me. I may not lead. Walk aside me and be my friend. If you want to go fast, run alone. If you want to go far, run together. We're all colleagues here. We're all sharing. And I'm grateful that Dr. Eileen Hahn allowed me to have this class. She presented this class for me to teach with the business acumen of successful acupuncturists. I'm grateful to be considered someone who can teach this material. I love sharing with my colleagues. All of you acupuncturists and doctors of Chinese medicine, Eastern medicine, all around the world, you are my colleagues, and I learn from you, and I'm grateful that a lot of you consider learning from me. So thank you. Have a great day, and keep focusing on your work and heal the world. Take care.